All right, what is going on, everybody? I'm Miles, this is Matt, and we are here in LaCrosse, Wisconsin. We made it to the Title Championship. Man, it was really close. We slid right in there. You actually had a little bit of a cushion. You had a great event at the St. Lawrence.
Yeah, it wasn't that close going into the last one. You were in it going to St. Lawrence and stayed in it. I had to get in it.
Boy, did you get in it.
And
you finished in 30th.
Beating you for the year.
Oh, he did. Well, I mean, you
so I win your boat.
No,
that's what we do.
You get a jackhammer chatterbait. That's what you get.
I'll take it.
He gets a jackhammer, and it was a pretty fair comparison year. Like we were kind of going head to head at a lot of these events, but man, you just knocked it out of the park at the last one. But that doesn't matter, man. We are both here, and we both have a pretty equal shot of taking this title home, I think.
Oh, that's a one.
Especially after practice. This was a pretty tough practice. Tell me about your practice.
Yeah, it's not fishing good by any means. We're hitting it at a really bad time. Seasonally, it should be really good right now. The problem is the water has been extremely low all year. We're at 10 or 12 year lows from a water level standpoint.
Right.
And that really has taken a lot of stuff out of play and moved the fish a lot. Because with the low water, there's really little current. And the less current you have, the more fish can spread out. So you've got two things going on. You've got fish that moved out of the low water and grouped up. And if you can find that needle in the haystack, you can do really well in this tournament. And if you didn't find it, then you're looking for the fish that are just out doing their own thing with the slow moving current,
which is really hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, to go find 5 of those fish is a task. You know, to catch a limit doing that is really tough. So it's going to be tough fishing, but there will be guys in this event. Unfortunately, not myself. that have schools of fish. I might find it in the tournament. I don't have it right now. I'm going practicing. Yeah. On when do I fish? Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday. So just as a to kind of set this event up, it's a little bit different than the regular pro circuit events. It's kind of a hybrid of the pro circuit and the BPT format. So it's still a 5 fish limit. So we have weigh-in and all that. We're not going to have an official score tracker. It's going to be unofficial weights. They're tracked via the unofficial leaderboard, and they do the same thing as the BPT as far as splitting us into groups. There's 50 anglers split into 2 25 angler groups. I'm in Group A. I start out tomorrow on Tuesday. He is in Group B. He starts out on Wednesday, and we've got 2 qualifying days, 1 knockout round, and then finally we've got the qualifying or the championship round. So that's the way this is working, and the weights are going to be zeroed. So the 2 qualifying round days, it's aggregate, it's combined weight for those 2 days, and then it's zeroed again for the knockout round, and then zeroed for the final day, the championship round. So that strategy is going to be really big. We were just talking, like, I know it sounds silly, but I really don't want to catch like a giant bag one of the qualifying rounds unless it helps me actually make the knockout round. I really want to try to save as many big quality fish as possible while still making it to the subsequent rounds. But my goal is like that 12 to 12.5 pound range for the first 2 days.
Yeah, 12 plus pounds a day will get you,
for sure,
get you into the top 10. You got to be top 10 out of your 25 people to move on. And what Miles is saying is really true. There is huge strategy. If you have the chance at winning, winning the qualifying round, so having the highest weight out of the 25 guys after your first 2 days of fishing, it might be worth going for that, because then you automatically qualify for the final day. You go to the top 10. But if you're not first, it's no difference if you're second or 10th. So you want to conserve your fish, but you also got to make sure you get in.
Right, and that's the thing. I'm just basing that statement on what I've found in practice. I've found some groups of fish, that there's a bunch of fish there, but they're smaller fish. So like 12 pounds is like a good bag for what I'm on right now. But if I catch that 12 pounds and I go searching and I find, a area that has bigger than average size fish that are potentially big enough to win the 2 day qualifying rounds, I'm going all in to try to win, so I have a day off and I don't have to lay on those fish for the knockout round. So there's some strategy that you got to think about with this type of format, which makes it more exciting, it makes it more interesting, and so you've constantly got to be thinking about that. And it is the championship. I mean, you gotta swing for the fences.
Yeah, you got to make the final day. However that is, if that means you think you can conserve fish, you might want to really consider it. I'm kind of taking the other approach because I don't have anything found.
Right.
I had a couple of nice bites each days of practice. I kind of am thinking maybe I'm going to run a couple of different pools, try to specifically target some of those fish and see if I can get a good bag the first day, so that would allow me the second day just to go practice the entire day.
Right.
And because I feel comfortable enough out here having some experience that if I were given a day just to go practice, maybe I wouldn't find anything that would be great, but I also feel like I could catch enough on top of one good day to get me to the next round to have another day to live. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of strategy here. It really is different than a normal 4-day total weight event. I'm excited to get out there to try it. I'm not, I can't say I'm excited based on what I saw in practice, but the Mississippi River is a phenomenal fishery. And it's one of those fisheries, for me at least, when I'm on it, there's nothing else that really feels like it. It's a very unique fishery. You feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere. And, I'm just going to be happy to be out there. We're getting paid regardless.
Right. So, 10,000 is last check. But, I mean, we're here to win. Yeah. And regardless of what happened during practice, this fishery has those groups of fish, and it's your job to find them. And so, you really got to treat the qualifying rounds as new days of practice. But it's really important to get to that benchmark, which I'm saying, I've said that it could take as little as 9 pounds a day to make the knockout round. I'm not sure, that may be a little bit low, but I think that if you've got 12, you're for sure.
There's a big difference there.
Yeah.
If you can average 12 a day versus 9 a day, in my opinion, 9's not going to make it, because there's too many really good caliber fishermen in this tournament, and as bad as the fishing is, there's going to be enough guys figuring out how to get there.
And I talked to enough guys, during registration, and they seem fairly confident, that they had a good practice, and really the 9 pound benchmark that I was talking about earlier, or yesterday, we talked about it, that was before I did talk to some people that finally had a good practice. So some people are around those better quality fish, those groups of fish, and so I do agree that 9 pounds is unlikely to make it, but it's possible. It's fishing really, really tough, and the fish are kind of skinny right now, and just smaller than average, I'd say.
Yeah, it'll be one of those tournaments where I think we could be very surprised either way in weight. Like, it could be really light, it could be really good. There will be guys that catch them, but it's going to be interesting to see how they manage fish, and our guys blowing through what they had the first couple days. So our weight's going to be really good in the first 4 days of competition, and then are they going to fall off? Mm-hmm. Or is fishing going to get better because we've had some unstable water levels? During practice it was up a couple feet, then it dropped a couple feet, and now from basically yesterday afternoon through the rest of the week it's supposed to stay completely unchanged. So that could actually generate a lot of bites as well.
Yeah.
It's a river, changes every day. It'll be very interesting to see how this plays out.
It is going to be interesting. Even before, since the first day of practice to yesterday, the second day of practice, it changed about a foot and a half in the areas that I was fishing. And some of the areas that I get bit the first day were completely, in fact, the majority of the fish that I found the first day are gone. So I had to find new water with the falling conditions. So it's going to be something that you really just have to stay on top of the conditions, stay on top of the current flow or lack thereof, and it's going to be an interesting tournament, I think.
Yeah, stay tuned. You can watch. Miles will be live tomorrow with a camera. We've got 10 cameras, so the chances are good I'll have a camera.
You'll definitely have one. You're the local stud. Everybody thinks he's going to win, except for him.
I have not found the winning fish yet, but I may do it during the tournament. So stay tuned, guys. This will be our last tournament practice recap video for the year.
Yeah, it will.
So let us know what you guys think in the comment section. If you want us to keep doing them next year, throw it in the comments.
We're gonna do it regardless of what you guys think.
Probably.
But we just have a good time doing them. But we appreciate you guys supporting us throughout the year. Make sure that you support us by subscribing to Matt's channel and also my channel, Sonar Fishing. What's your channel name? Matt Stefan Fishing?
Matt Stefan Fishing.
So visit our channels. Matt is right on the cusp. He's gonna do it of getting to 10K subscribers. I'm getting close to 5K. So
well, let's get you there now.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. So thank you guys for everything. Make sure that you check out Battleborn Batteries. They have kept us powered all season long with his Lowrance trolling motor and my Motor Guide trolling motor. And I can't say enough about these lithium batteries. They've been incredible, especially in these high current situations.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah, they stay at 100%. And when you match current and vegetation going through these grass flats and going, on high in these high current situations, these batteries are incredible. So check out Battleborn Batteries. If you have any questions about lithium power or the batteries themselves, make sure you drop a comment below and I'd be happy to answer it, and I know that Matt will too. So special thanks to Battleborn Batteries. They are the sponsor of these tournament previews. So anyways, thanks for a great season, guys. We made it to the Title Championship. Let's see what happens.